Good morning and welcome to Wednesday, September 22nd. It's the Pete Braley Show. I'm Pete Braley along with my son, the executive producer, director, creator of the show, Mr. Matt.
That's me.
And he's also a guy that has a great new song. I hope you'll share it with us soon.
Thanks. No, I'm going to keep it to myself forever.
I like this one. I like them all. But
thanks, Pete.
And
so all my other songs are trash, is what you're saying.
In answer to your question on your live Instagram concert the other night.
What question did I ask?
When you said, I don't think my mom and dad would tell me if it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't come out and say, hey, Matt, that sucks. But I might say, it's not one of your better ones.
I think I'm going to make a bad song.
Just to test that theory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Good morning. Coming up today, we have a couple of stories. What's the best driving song of all time? And I'm kind of surprised at what was number one. Are you working your dream job? Many people are. Will it prevent drunk driving as DoorDash announces they will deliver alcohol? Another shortage to announce, and a fall foliage update is coming up for you on the first day of fall here. Fall arrives at 3:21 this afternoon. So, hope you're doing well this morning, and please join us in the chats if you have a chance, or if you're watching this later in the day, you can always comment. We did get a comment or two last night, so that was cool. We'll address those in a bit.
Dana did say, Pete, face it, you're a little biased.
Probably, Dana, right? I mean, I can't, Dana's daughter is a terrific dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the ballet type and all that. So I'm sure he's a little biased, too. It comes with the territory.
I'm telling you, I got to write a bad song just to see what you guys say.
All right.
Well, it needs to be something like maybe a play on beer.
Beer?
Like just a stupid, like, beer song.
Didn't Bobby Bones have a problem with songs that throw beer in the title? He thought they did that just to get
there's an ongoing joke about like someone's gonna write a song called Beer Pressure, but no one's done it yet. But there's a joke.
Well, there you could go. You could write that.
No,
you're not gonna do that. Mm-mm. Studio dog Charlie is at my feet, and he's currently chewing on a what do you call that? A blanket or a quilt?
I can't see, so I don't know.
The thing you put
blanket.
It has flip-flops on it. It's a great little summer thing. So he's currently chewing on that. He didn't want to get out of bed this morning. My alarm went off. I hit the snooze. It went off again. I got up, and he just stayed there on the bed, on his back, which I've heard is a sign that the dog feels welcome and feels safe.
That's nice.
Because he's kind of exposing himself to you.
Kind of a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
There.
So if a dog lays on his back all sprawled out like that, they trust you. They trust you.
That's nice. See, you said you didn't want to get out of bed. Does anyone ever want to get out of bed? I'm still convinced. I know we've kind of talked about this before, about like morning people and people who can get up, who like to get up early and
bounce out of bed, have breakfast.
I still think it's all a myth. I don't think anyone who opens their eyes and immediately is like, I can't wait to get up.
That alarm went off this morning.
Let's get up right now.
That alarm went off, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You came downstairs and said, why can't talk shows be at noon?
Yeah. And you were like, well, I mean, they could be.
They could.
I was like, yeah, nobody would listen.
We discussed that, didn't we? When we
did, and
when you were creating
we decided
the show.
It was a terrible idea.
Yeah. We were like, should we start at 9? And then I thought, I don't know, maybe 8. Yeah. Right? Wasn't the original thought 9?
I don't know. I think it was kind of always 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We kicked around 9, but 8 was better.
So Trish is at work today, so Studio Dog Charlie is ours for the next hour. So,
well, he's ours all day. Buddy.
Yeah. He's been rambunctious the past couple of shows, so we'll see what happens. A couple of follow-ups here. We posted that story about dogs getting into socks, garbage, and children's toys, and the average pet owner has to remove something from the dog's mouth about 3 times a month. I mentioned that it was 3 times a day with Charlie. Denise wrote in, she said, it's at least 20 a day in this house. And she...
But look at this puppy.
Showed us this guy. She didn't give me his name.
I don't believe it.
I don't know his name.
I don't believe that it's 20 times a day.
And he's got a chew
This dog looks perfect.
In every way.
Yes.
All right. From the show where we talked about Phil Collins, and you mentioned that the soundtrack was just awesome to Tarzan.
Yes.
K. Massey, 1985, commented, "You'll be in my heart. was the song I danced with my son to at his wedding.
It's so good.
Yes.
It's such a good song.
Kat hasn't decided what we're dancing to. Sarah chose a Darius Rucker song.
Great song.
Can't remember the name of it.
It Won't Always Be Like This.
Right. It's about a little girl growing up. So.
Yes.
It is Wednesday, September 22nd. This is show number 73. It's National Online Recovery Day. It reminds us that quality substance abuse treatment and recovery support is available entirely online. It's American Business Women's Day. It is Car Free Day. You're supposed to go without your car today.
I think I might just do that.
Well, you don't go too many places, do you?
A lot of my life is in this house, which
in
is
this house.
it's tough at sometimes. I need to like force myself to, I don't know, just randomly go places.
Or else you're going to be one of those recluse guys.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
didn't like school or anything like that, but it was kind of nice going somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I love what I do, but it's all here. Somebody rent me a room in your house to just work out of. So I can just go there. You
Set
don't
up
get
your
like
studio.
the morning. I miss the commute to places.
Yep.
Because that's when I like listen to podcasts, listen to a lot of songs.
That when I was in Virginia taking care of Liam, when I was staying at Doug's house, I liked that. Even though it's only a 5-minute commute.
Plus, it's like
it was nice to have that.
I think it's definitely still possible to be late, of course, but I think it's a little bit. It's like, okay, I got to be out of the house by this time. Like I got to get going because I have to drive.
Yeah.
So I don't know. When you're here, it's like I don't know how long does it take me to walk down the stairs.
I just appreciate the fact that you shower every day and don't sit around in your boxers, you know? So at least he gets ready for his day.
I shower like twice a day. I'm sort of a clean freak when it comes to hygiene.
National Centenarians Day today. We salute you. It is Elephant Appreciation Day. Did you know that elephants live to be 60 or 70 years old?
I thought it was longer.
No, I've got 60 or 70.
I thought elephants were one of those animals that were just around for a long time.
The New Bedford Zoo, the home of Emily and Ruth, the two elephants, I think they're planning something this weekend because of this. It is National Girls' Night Out, so there you go.
Let's go, ladies.
National Ice Cream Cone Day. National Legwear Day. Legwear offers some of the most important ways to express personal style, from sheers and tights to leggings and anklets, even men's. Women's and kids' socks complete a look. I've got sneakers on, so I just have the normal socks, but I have been working on my sock game.
Time out. Legwear, isn't that just pants?
No, this is like leggings.
Yeah, but aren't leggings a form of pants?
Sheers, tights.
I don't know what sheers are. Tights, aren't those kind of... Well, no, those aren't
really Those aren't
pants.
Really pants, no.
I just feel like you wear pants on your legs. I feel like it should count.
And it's National White Chocolate Day. How do you feel about that? I like it.
It's okay.
I like it every now and then, for a change.
I've never really seeked out white chocolate. I kind of feel like it's something that you just like have after Christmas or something. And you're like, I'll eat it. But I don't think anyone goes to the store, is in the entire candy aisle and says, I choose white chocolate.
White chocolate, yes.
No.
On the date book today, on this day in 1692, the last people hanged for witchcraft. There were 8 of them in the U.S. There were 19 hanged overall, with 6 other deaths during the Salem witch trials. On this day, and by the way, that's a great tour if you go up to Salem. Sarah went to Salem State and lived in Salem for a while. So we did the whole museum tour and all that stuff.
Oh, the museum, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you take one of those walking tours?
No. At the Salem Witch Museum.
Oh, yeah.
Fascinating story. Yeah. On this day in 1912, you know how I like baseball oddities. Philadelphia second baseman Eddie Collins becomes the only player in Major League history to steal 6 bases in one game.
Savage.
Wow.
Who was the catcher?
I know.
Expose him.
Charlie's Angels debuted on ABC on this day in 1976. Sandra Day O'Connor was appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court on this day in 1981. Family Ties with Michael J. Fox premiered on NBC on this day in 1982. I believe he was filming Family Ties while they were doing Back to the Future. He was like super busy. The first Farm Aid concert was held on this day in 1985, featuring Willie Nelson, Neil Young, and John Mellencamp. What Sarah said the other day, Willie Nelson was appearing at the amphitheater in Virginia Beach.
Oh, yeah.
And she drove by, and she said there was a cloud hanging over the amphitheater. Friends debuted on NBC on this day in 1994. The West Wing debuted on NBC on this day in 1999. Lost debuted on ABC 2004. And NCIS, which is still going strong, good episode this week, they premiered on CBS on this day in 2009.
Yeah, you guys are a big NCIS family.
Yeah, I checked out the new one, too, NCIS Hawaii.
I feel like Hawaii Five-0 ended, and they were just Jones, and they were like, we need a crime show in Hawaii where people can surf.
We have this agreement with the Hawaii Chamber
We have
of
all
Commerce.
of this. We have all these camera shots of people surfing, and I don't know what to do with them.
Celebrity birthdays. Tommy Lasorda was born on this day in 1927. He died last year. The Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli is 63. Scott Baio is 61 from, Joni and Chachi. Bonnie Hunt, the actress from Twister, she is 60. And Christian Fourier, former member of the Patriots, now a talk show host on WEEI, he is 50 today. So there's your... And I can't believe I forgot this yesterday.
I was going to say last year. Jesus.
Well, I've done it before. I don't know if I forgot last year to write a blog about it or what. But, once you forget, you have to wait a whole year for it. Mm. Yesterday was Earth, Wind, and Fire Day. Do you remember the 21st night of September?
I was trying to figure out where this was going.
Yeah. You never know.
You were pretty upset about that.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
All right, did you want to take care of something?
Yes.
Today is a special day in the family.
Yes.
In the whole fan family.
Hopefully she answers. Let's see.
She said she would. Remember, she said, "You're not going to FaceTime me, are you?"
Liam, can you say hello?
No.
Liam.
Hello.
Liam, happy birthday!
Say woo! Yes, Uncle Matt.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Can you say thank you?
That's close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a thank you.
Yeah. Are you going to have a fun day today?
What are we going to do today? What are we going to do?
Thinking. He's considering it.
Are you going to watch Cocomelon?
No.
No.
What's your favorite show, Bluey?
What's your favorite show now?
Don't
Coco?
say Cocomelon.
No, he likes Coco. We watched the movie Coco last night.
Ah,
okay.
I'll accept that. That's a good movie.
You like Mickey Mouse? And
Coco. He's all about Coco.
It's all about Coco.
You better watch Coco again today.
I guess.
Yeah, Coco
Yeah.
was a good movie.
Only a mother understands.
Yeah. Or does she?
And what are we going to do today?
Just got to think.
Are we going to go see the Jets?
No.
Yeah, we're going to go see the Jets, and we're going to visit
snap.
Auntie Marla.
Oh, snap. Don't forget your headphones, buddy. A little...
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
he's
going to
got-
bring his headphones because Liam's going to go explore some F-18s today.
Wow.
Ooh, on the Navy base. That's cool.
You think he'll get to fly one?
Are you going to fly one? It's cool. Yes.
Yay.
It's cool.
Are you going to have cake? Are you going to have cake later?
Well, we're going to go to Pungo Pizza later
Ooh, good place. Good
and
place.
have pizza and play the arcade games.
Ooh.
Oh, snap. Don't let him
And
play.
then we're gonna-
Don't let him play skee ball. I think he would probably whip the ball at somebody.
Probably. Yeah, a ball.
Liam is 2 years old today.
I was going to
No,
play the
Grampy's
sound
not at
effect,
the
but I'm
door.
on the phone. I don't think I can do that.
Yeah. Hey,
Anything else you want to say?
can you say bye-bye? See you soon?
Say bye. Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Sorry, he's eating a bagel right now.
Oh, okay.
He's so good at saying bye, but he
Yes.
only does it when he wants to.
And he also
Say
says
bye.
he also says you.
Say, see you soon. Can you say, see you soon? Oh, hold on. More cream cheese. Can you say, see you soon?
Bye. See you
See you
soon.
soon.
There it is. All right.
All right.
All right.
You have a great birthday,
Have fun.
Leonard.
Say bye. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah, not cute.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, Liam is 2 years old, and that's a fun day, I think.
I think so.
It helps when your sister-in-law and my daughter-in-law works for the U.S. Navy on jets. Let's
Yeah.
go see the F-18s.
And Pungo Pizza, solid. Love
Nice.
it.
Great
Love it.
place.
Yes.
Great place. They have ice cream, and they have great pizza, so I'm glad they could join us.
Yes.
But Sarah was funny last night. She was like, "You're not going to FaceTime me, are you?" Because there's probably still in jammies.
Probably. Well, they're eating breakfast, so they're definitely still in jammies. Yeah.
All right, today's random thought for you. Today's random thought. Can you name a movie that you've watched more than 10 times? Can you name a movie that you've watched 10 plus times?
I'll have to think.
For me, it would be Forrest Gump. You haven't seen it, though, right?
I haven't seen it start to finish.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe Field of Dreams. So
put your movie in the chat.
Yep.
Dana's already there. All caps. I like it. All caps.
yes, all caps, he can find it easier.
Dana also said pantyhose, Matt, in all caps. Apparently, legwear.
Leggings.
Dana's very excited about pantyhose.
Legwear.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get to your comments in just a bit. In the news this morning, flames and smoke were seen coming out of the roof of the Superdome in New Orleans yesterday afternoon, around 5. The company that manages the venue said the fire began in the gutter tub that runs along the base of the roof. The fire was reportedly caused by a pressure washer that caught fire and spread to the gutter. Workers were washing the roof this week ahead of repainting it. Firefighters were able to get the fire put out within 30 minutes, and one person was taken to the hospital for minor burns. They cannot catch a break, huh?
No.
I don't know if the Saints are practicing back in New Orleans yet
Yeah, I'm not sure.
because of the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they in New England this weekend? I think the game is at Foxborough.
I believe so. Yeah. I'm a little worried about that game. I don't know how it's going
Are
to go.
you?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, we saw two completely different Saints teams in week 1 and week 2, so I don't know
Right.
which one we're going to get.
Story about driving songs this morning, and let's see. Diane commented on Facebook, because I put this up last night that we would talk about it. Diane commented that her number one driving song is Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen, which I agree is a great song, but
It's not the answer we were looking for.
no. Are you ready for this? Do you agree with this? Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody comes in at number 1. I don't see that as a driving song, do you?
I see it as if you have a lot of people in the car, it's going to get people singing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
True.
that's your goal. I'm not really sure.
ABBA's Dancing Queen comes in at number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer is number 3. And Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way round out the top 4.
Yeah, I feel like they're going for songs that the whole car is going to know. I feel like that was what they were looking for.
Good point.
Yeah.
The top 10 best driving songs also include Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
Great.
Bum, bum, bum. Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. Happy by Pharrell. Not for Justin, though, right? He said he hates that song.
Mm-hmm.
I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
Another great song.
The Final Countdown by Europe.
Another great song.
Yeah. And Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
I'm telling you, they went for songs that every single person. It's like there's the citizenship test to live in America, which is like, questions about the presidents and history
Right,
and
all
garbage
that.
like that. They should just play Don't Stop Believing. I think if you can sing every word to Don't Stop Believing,
Yeah.
you deserve to live here, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that should be the process.
Now, if you're wondering, what were they looking for? According to 63% of drivers, what they look for in a driving song is its positivity and an upbeat outlook. And 53% want a sing-along anthem.
There's nothing more upbeat than, Mama, I just killed a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Yeah, I guess.
When asked why they prefer driving with music, 52% believe it helps prevent boredom.
Yes.
34% listen to tunes to help them stay awake.
Mm-hmm.
Another 49% say they always put on music while driving just for the sheer love of it.
Or you're a psychopath like Trish and listen to nothing.
We've mentioned that before, haven't
Yeah.
we? How we drive to Virginia, and for 12 hours, she's fine with nothing in the car.
It's not every drive she goes the whole time without it, but
Right.
there's one drive she went the whole drive without music.
Without music.
But it's weird because, like, when she's driving home from work or something like that, she's blasting music. I'll get in the truck and it's blasting music. So I don't know. She's just, maybe it's us.
Did you ever notice?
Maybe she actually wants to talk to us.
Oh.
Gross.
Did you ever notice when you get in your car the next morning and the radio it's blaring? So you're like, what the hell was I doing last night? I think it's
Vibing.
as you drive, I guess. I don't know if your hearing gets worse, but you keep turning it up more. So that when you get in the next morning, it's like, whoa.
I also think mornings are just very quiet. So, like, when you're driving at night, you feel like you need to turn it up.
As far as musical genres go, pop reigns supreme as far as driving songs. Heavy rock is second. That tops the chart with drivers. 1 in 5 drivers prefer to listen to classical music while traveling.
No, sorry, but no. No offense to classical music.
I like classical music, but
Not while driving.
I would zone out.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 people concede that the person behind the wheel gets the final say on music, but 6% usually let the kids decide.
Wow.
I used to have an agreement with, I don't know about you, but I had this with your sisters traveling to softball tournaments. One of their songs, one of my songs.
Mm-hmm.
So they would get, who was hot at the time? They would get Eminem, and I would get the Beatles. So I tend to think that helped with, all 4 of you have an appreciation for the Beatles, the Stones.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to think I had something to do with that.
Here he goes taking credit again. Maybe we just have good taste.
Are you working your dream job?
No.
This.
Yeah.
43% of adults say they are working in their dream job. 43%. The job they dreamed about when they were young.
I'm calling BS on this study.
Are you really?
I read this last night. I don't believe it.
An additional 19% have previously worked in their dream field. On average, they first landed their dream jobs at the age of 23. Doctor or nurse is number 1. Lawyer is number 2. Actor is number 3. Other notable mentions include I want to be a race car driver, an archaeologist, or a teacher. 34% say their parents' jobs influenced their career path. See, my talk show stuff. The average respondent first decided on their dream job at the age of 7. And for parents, 77% watch how their child plays as an indicator of what their future jobs might be.
See, I don't know. I just feel like that number is very high.
The 43%.
I wish it was that number, but I feel like the sad truth is that's not true. I want to know who it feels like they went to a hospital and asked a bunch of doctors, like, hey, was this your dream job? And they were like, it is.
Yeah.
But, like, did you go to, like, other places?
Did you go to a coffee shop and ask?
Yeah, are you working your dream job?
Right.
Or, you know, that's why I feel like they have actors and race car drivers on there.
Yeah.
Which, like, if you seeked out actors and was like, hey, are you working your dream job? I would bet 99% of actors are going to say yes.
You have a point.
So I give me the name. I want to talk to you if you ran this study.
That, the thing about parents observe their kids to see what their dream job will be, that didn't work with us because I could have sworn Doug was going to join a fire department. He was firefighter Doug. I mean, every year for Halloween.
See, but one, I don't think that's over. I think there's a solid chance Doug has like a second career as a firefighter.
He has done some volunteer work.
Well, because the only reason he joined the Navy was to get military experience to make it easier to become a firefighter.
Civil service exam and to get a
something. I don't know the process.
I guess veterans get a jump start on the
get
jobs.
Like good firefighter jobs.
Right.
That was his original goal, and then he joined and he loves it, and so now he's going to be in for a while.
Okay.
But
did we ever talk about your dream job? Mine was to be a baseball. My dream job was to be a Major League Baseball play-by-play guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've done some college play-by-play for, summer league and I've done high school. So I got closer than not doing it at all. So.
True. Plus, you were in the realm with talk show.
Right.
I feel like that's a general realm.
Have we ever talked about
broadcasting.
what is your dream job?
My dream job for the longest time was to be a professional baseball player.
He was serious about it.
I didn't really have the work ethic, workout-wise,
No, you didn't.
looking back to do it.
No.
Thanks for saying that.
Well, you weren't one of those guys to get up at 6 and work out.
See, but if you knew that, why wouldn't you tell me?
What's that?
Why wouldn't you? See, this is my thing. I think any job is possible for anybody. Okay, let me rephrase that. I could never be a basketball player. That's just the truth. I'm just not good at it. I can't jump high at all. That's just the truth. But no, my point is, I think like if I was like I want to be a baseball player, I think that's totally fine, and parents should be like that's absolutely possible. But I think you should look the kid in the eye and say, you got to do X, Y, and Z though. You know, you gotta work out every day.
Right.
You got to actually try. You know, if you're gonna try it, you can do it. I fully believe that. But
so I didn't do that for you. I let you down.
You should have. Well, no, because I'm happy where I'm at.
Okay.
But you should have looked at me and said,
scared.
"Hey, bitch, get in the gym, or else stop wanting to be a baseball player."
I read an interesting tweet the other day. See if you agree with this. It was about a guy who wanted to make it to the majors, so he worked hard in college and he worked hard in the minors. But somebody tweeted, "Yeah, but you don't throw 98 miles an hour by working hard. It's a God-given gift."
See, I'll have to talk to some pitchers. I think that's partially true, that you might have a gift for pitching, but you can add on miles per hour from specific workouts that you do over a long period of time.
All right.
So you add speed. You don't like. You couldn't just find a random Joe Schmo and he just randomly throws 98.
No,
you're like,
no.
That's God-given. Right
But
there.
say somebody who's throwing, I don't know, 78, 82. Could you make them a 95 mile an hour fastball guy?
That probably not. But
Right.
But I would ask, like, what have they been doing the whole time? You know, like, I don't know. If you're a pitcher from the start and like you're pretty good, I think you can develop over time. I don't think it's just automatically. You know, like the greatest singers in the world, some of them don't get training or anything, and they're just amazing singers. It's rare.
True.
But there's also people that weren't that good at singing and now are good at singing. So, I mean, it's like there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Okay.
But anyways, what are we talking about here?
One more thing before we're talking about dream jobs. Yeah. But one more thing here before we ask you, before we go to the chats. A new category, today's fascinating fact. Okay. It's from a site I follow called Uber Facts, I think.
Okay.
All right. Today's fascinating fact, the average person will spend about 92 days on the toilet in their lifetime.
Thank you for that. We all needed to know that. That's great.
I just love finding these facts and go, well, that's interesting. 92 days out of your life will be spent.
I wish there was like a running stat that like when you get to the end of your life, you find out like how many days did you spend? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of burritos. Do I spend more than 92 days? I mean, I don't
could
know.
be. Could be.
I think we need a stat sheet when you make it to wherever
To
the
pearly
beyond
gates.
is.
Yes.
I think they should hand you a stat sheet of just everything. Like,
Everything you accomplish.
oh, wow, I sneezed 16,000 times. That's very interesting.
It is. It is.
Who do I talk to about that?
God. Hello.
Anyways,
Anyway, in the chats.
in the chats, this is the first time we checked in. I got a lot to catch up on.
Fine.
Let's see.
You work and I'll sit back.
Listen, buddy. Kat says, I can tell you 100% I am not a morning person.
Yeah, that's true.
She's not. I'm
Cat's
not.
not a morning person.
The only person that might be is Doug.
Yes.
But I'm not 100% sure.
He can't sleep late anymore.
Yeah.
He's like always up at 5:30 or 6.
Sarah, and Kat, nope. Although Sarah's gone better ever since Liam. Like they get up and they have breakfast and she's in a great mood. But you know, I think she would admit that she's still not a morning person. Gail said, "Good morning. I'll be driving to Virginia Beach after the show. Driving songs will be happening.
All right.
Well, safe drive.
All right. Have
a good time. Let's see. K Massey 1985 said you can borrow our song. So Kat, if you want to borrow the song, do it up.
You'll be in my heart.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Justin said, looks like I'll have to walk to Bridgewater because it's car-free day. You better get walking, man.
Yeah.
You better
What
get
time's
walking.
class?
I don't know what time his class is today. What time? You got enough time? You ever wonder that though? Like I've always wondered if you had to like walk to Boston, how long would it take you to walk?
Good question.
Like Bridgewater. Like how long would it actually? It's a 45-minute drive. I mean, it's got to be like 8 hours or something.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's not
at
just
least. That's a good question though, because back in the day, they used to ride a horse to get everywhere.
For some reason, I feel like I think about that an unhealthy amount. I always think of places, and I'm like, man, if I had to walk here, how long would that take?
How long would that take? How long would it take me to walk to Virginia Beach to see my grandson?
Like Dartmouth. That's not that far.
No.
But how long would it take me to frickin' walk there?
A couple hours.
Like 3 hours?
Yes,
or something?
at least.
Dana said white chocolate is good in cookies.
I wouldn't know. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Okay.
Paul said first day of fall today. It will be 90 today in Orlando. Waiting for cooler temps. Went to Epcot yesterday and very hot. Well, I'm jealous. I want to go to Disney. But there's nothing that says fall like 90-degree weather.
Yes, indeed.
Diane said, Matt, do you remember we had a field trip to Salem Witch Museum while you were in school? I don't remember, but I'm wondering if I'm thinking about the Witch Museum and thinking I was with you guys, but maybe I was there.
Who was in the Harry Potter?
I don't really remember that, though.
Who was in the Harry Potter club at your middle school? Because I went with them.
I was not.
Okay. Maybe it was Doug. Yeah, Doug. I went with them to Salem, and we did all that stuff. Yeah, they had a Harry Potter club.
I mean, I can't even hate because Harry Potter's amazing,
Yep.
but I don't know. I can't imagine being in a club. I see now at the age of 22, I kind of want to join the club, to be honest.
There was a question.
Love Harry Potter.
There was a question on Reddit the other day that asked if Harry Potter was filmed in America, how would it have been different? And I didn't bring that up on the show before because I thought, I don't know where we'd go with this, but if Harry Potter...
It wouldn't be as majestic. It'd be like a subway in New York instead of a beautiful train station.
And what would
beautiful train.
Would Hogwarts be like a Newport mansion?
Instead of running through a wall, they just like run through a vending machine. Because we're obese in America. It probably wouldn't be as good. Someone should make a parody though. That would be funny if Harry Potter was filmed in America.
Yeah.
We got a lot of movies though. So
yes,
I'm excited for that.
What movie do you want to get into it now?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
What movie have you watched 10 or more times?
10 or more times.
I said Field of Dreams and Forrest Gump.
I don't know if I've seen a movie more than 10 times. I mean, think about it. That's a lot of times. Like that's some serious stuff. Hamilton's probably the closest.
Oh,
I watched Hamilton
a
lot when it came out. Because that movie just like inspired me to like new levels.
Barstool Sports called that the most overrated musical or play. When they were talking about the Emmys the other night, and Barstool was like, "Yeah, so and so lost to that overrated Hamilton." It's like, really?
It's Barstool Sports. It's
yeah,
it's a sport. You're gonna have a sports network give me an opinion on a Broadway musical. I don't think that really lines up. I think you could give. What's the greatest musical of all time, in your opinion?
Oh, of all time?
Like if you just a masterpiece, just a freaking masterpiece.
Phantom of the Opera.
Okay, you show them Phantom of the Opera, they'd probably be like, "But where's the?
Give me a beer.
Where's the naked women?"
Yeah, right.
Anyways,
movies.
Yes. So probably Hamilton. And if I watch Back to the Future a lot.
That's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Back to the Future movies.
And I don't know if I watched these 10 times. I'm just thinking movies I watched
a lot.
A lot.
But 10 times, that's...
And
Field of Dreams probably for you, though.
Yeah. And the other one I wrote down is A League of Their Own, because your mother loves that movie.
I do too. That's another one I don't think I've seen from start to finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen pieces of all the time.
There's no crying in baseball.
I think it was, like, all these movies that you guys loved, I was pretty young, and I feel like I would always fall asleep.
Okay.
I think that's why all these movies I've seen pieces of.
That could be why.
I was a big napper. Still would be if I had the time, but I used to be a big napper as a kid.
This guy, at one time or another, I guess maybe you were upset at the kitchen table, dining room table.
I got in trouble.
You got in trouble? Is that the reason why?
Yeah.
He went under the table and he fell asleep.
Yeah, I got
on the floor.
I got in trouble. I don't know if I threw a temper tantrum or something. This is how I was told the story. I slept. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I got in trouble and I slid under the table, apparently. We have a picture. Maybe we can get it for a future show.
A future show.
But I've fallen asleep under the table. I used to play in cardboard boxes like kids do, and I fell asleep in a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they didn't ship me away. But,
Thought about it.
I've fallen asleep in many places. I was a big napper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any other movies over there?
I don't have any more on my list.
All right, let's see.
Did you say you got some?
Dana says Jaws, and I still have not seen the full
Okay.
movie. This needs to be a segment. I need to watch these movies that people tell me I need to watch, and I'll review them on the show.
Okay, let's do it.
And that's just a great excuse to watch movies.
Have to do it for the show.
Only reason. Only reason. Gary says Rush Hour and Big Daddy. I don't remember if I've seen Rush Hour. Who are the actors in Rush Hour? Someone let me know.
Isn't Kevin Hart in that? Or am I thinking of something else?
You might be thinking of something else.
Okay.
Someone let me know.
I know Big Daddy is.
Big Daddy's a great movie.
Adam Sandler.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen it 10 times, but definitely a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Justin said all the Star Wars movies.
Okay.
See, I love the Star Wars movies. I don't know if I've seen them 10 times, though.
Yeah, I don't think so. Sarah has.
I constantly want to rewatch them, but it's such a hefty task that it overwhelms me.
Yes.
And so I don't always watch them through.
I would agree.
But yeah, I've seen them probably like 4 times.
How about the Marvel
Every single
movies?
one 4 times.
Do you watch them over and over?
I've seen them. I'm in the process of watching through twice. I hit a roadblock with movies. I struggle to sit down and watch a movie. I don't know if anyone else does, but it's a struggle for me to sit down and spend like 2.5, 3 hours watching one thing.
Okay.
Which sometimes I'll probably binge a TV show and be sitting down for the same amount of time.
Right.
But to me, it feels more digestible to watch TV shows.
I don't think you're alone in that.
Yeah. So I need to get back in my movie. I need to get unproductive. Let's go.
Yes.
Gail said The Princess Bride. Never seen it.
Mom would agree. Yeah, that's one of her favorites.
Diane said Bohemian Rhapsody. At least 100 times, no lie. And she went on to say the movie or the song answers both questions for the car ride and the movie Bohemian Rhapsody.
Huh. Yeah, it was a good
movie.
It was a good movie.
I've only seen it once, though.
I think I've seen it twice. I
would
watched
like to watch it again.
I watched it with Sarah, and then we watched it with Mom, so she could enjoy it. So I have seen it twice.
Let's see. Paul says Wizard of Oz.
Okay. Probably because that was on TV like once a year.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, it was like, oh, it's on, let's watch.
That's another one I've seen in pieces, but it's just, I mean, it's a classic. But I feel like there's like a million versions now. Is that true?
Of what?
Of Wizard of Oz. Is that not? I feel like there is, but I
Well-
could just be thinking of like the different.
Yeah, I think you are.
I've seen like Fairhaven High do it. I've
yes.
seen like there's one called The Oz,
Yes, there is.
which I think is a movie, right?
Then there's The Wiz, which is
I didn't know that was a thing.
it's a Broadway play.
Then there's The Miz. He's a wrestler, but
No.
oh, that doesn't count.
By the way, speaking of Bohemian Rhapsody, last week I discovered something on YouTube by Rick, I think his name is Rick Beato, B-E-A-T.
Oh, Rick Beato.
Rick Beato.
Yes.
Thank you. And he's like he's a musician.
He's a music producer.
Music theory.
He teaches a lot of music theory. Yeah, he's a big YouTuber.
He breaks down Bohemian Rhapsody and analyzes it, and it'll give you a whole new appreciation of the song.
He posts great stuff. My issue is they're always like 30 to 45 minutes long, and I just can't.
Yeah.
If I'm scrolling through YouTube, I'm like, that's really interesting, but I can't. I can't do 30 minutes. Yeah. But that's. I think that's it for movies. If you have more movies,
Yes. What movie have you watched? It doesn't have to be 10 plus times, but what movie have you watched a lot?
Andrea said Willy Wonka.
Okay. I have seen Willy Wonka.
I've seen both.
A number of times. Yeah.
What's the superior one? We've talked about this. People get mad with depending on what's your choice.
I got to go with the original.
Yeah.
That would be my favorite.
Typical old person thing to say.
Yeah,
no, I'm
well,
kidding.
yeah.
I think the originals got to take it. I think the Johnny Depp version is its own just thing. Like it's its own good movie.
Right.
They're both great.
Yeah.
They're both great.
But
Plus, I mean, it's freaking Johnny Depp. And he looks nothing like Johnny Depp. I love it.
no. You look at it and it's like, wow, this guy is weird.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, Val said Shawshank Redemption, way more than 10. That's from Val M.
that's a movie I have never seen.
Same. We need to make a list. Is someone writing these down? I need to watch all these.
I have never seen Shawshank. I haven't seen that either.
Oh, Rush Hour, Gary says, is Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Never seen it.
Okay, so I was way off.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking of, though. There is a movie with Kevin Hart
Right.
that I thought of, too, but I knew that wasn't it.
Okay.
Yeah. Miss Mary Jane says Grease. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I think
that's a good one.
Sorry,
though.
Charlie. I just bumped Charlie. I would agree with that. Grease, I haven't. I have seen it a number of times. Yeah.
Kat coming in with the logical answer, because I know for a fact we've seen this more than 10 times because we watch it every year, sometimes multiple times a year.
What?
Christmas Vacation.
Oh yes.
Without a doubt, we've seen that more than 10 times.
It's not Christmas without it.
It's probably the top Christmas movie in this house.
Yep.
I would think.
We had it for years on VHS tape. That started to wear out, and then we don't have a VHS player anymore, I don't think.
Well, because ours broke.
Right, so we got the DVD, and so we do watch that one over and over. You're right.
Diane said the original Johnny Depp version is creepy. It is a little creepy, but it's interesting. I think it's its own.
All right.
It's its own good movie. I'm
What
not going to say masterpiece.
What I do
It's a
like
good
about it is it's not a remake of the original. It's slightly different.
Yeah, which you have to do if you're remaking a movie. You have to.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is this a movie? And if so, I apologize. Mordecai.
Mordecai?
If that's a movie, I apologize. I haven't seen it. But that's from Katrina. She says Mordecai. Is that a movie?
I am not familiar with
I
that.
apologize. I'm not sure.
All right.
I'm not sure. Emily says Hocus Pocus and A Christmas Story. I love A Christmas Story, but I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
I watched it last year with Sarah. Funny movie.
I love A Christmas Story, but I think it's a little overrated. I'm going to be honest.
Do you really think so?
It's a good movie, but people make it out to be an insanely amazing movie.
Is your favorite version The Muppets?
No. This is a Christmas Story.
Oh, A Christmas Story.
Well,
You're right.
I did that at first. I thought that at first.
Don't shoot your eye out. You're going to shoot your eye out. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think it's overrated.
A Christmas Carol. Don't even get me started. A Christmas Carol. The Muppets version is amazing. I think the Muppets version should be like the one everyone sees.
He was singing one of the songs, I think, in July.
There's one of the songs that, in my opinion, is like the greatest piece of music I've ever heard in my life. And I don't know why, but I will sing it year-round and go crazy for it.
Street corner choir.
Yes.
It's going home and getting warm by the fire.
Phenomenal. I love that song with every ounce of my being.
Yeah, it is good.
And everyone makes fun of me because I sing it all the time.
He sings it in July,
Yeah. Gary said, Matt, you need to watch Hocus Pocus. We should do that.
They are filming Hocus Pocus 2 in Rhode Island.
That's true.
So
I got to get in the movie.
There you go.
So I have to watch the movie first.
You have to know what you're doing.
I like this. Everyone's going crazy about these movies.
Nice.
Andrea said, Sound of Music, Wizard of Oz. Sound of Music is amazing.
Oh, really?
You don't like Sound of Music?
Oh, no. I'm surprised you have that feeling about it. But
who the hell do you think I am?
because I think it's an old movie.
If you put great music in any sort of medium, I will most likely enjoy it.
So you like even that older style of music?
If it's good,
yeah,
I like it. And Sound of Music is good.
Used to watch again. Wasn't that on every year? Who did you say it was? Andrea?
Yes.
Wasn't it on every year? I want to say Easter, around Easter. And my mom would love it. Oh, we had to watch it all the time. So I agree.
Is it an Easter movie?
No, but for some reason they would always, or was it The Wizard of Oz was on around Easter? One of the two. And no, it has nothing to do with Easter, but they would just put that on. So
Miss Mary Jane says, love the Sound of Music, Abby too. It's
okay.
it's great. We need to watch it. We need to have live viewings. Maybe we'll set up a screen outside. We have live Pete Braley Show viewings.
good thing to do with fall and winter coming.
Sounds expensive. Sounds expensive though. Yeah.
Although your brother did that.
Maybe we'll have it at the Superdome. It seems pretty warm there.
Yeah. Your brother, they have this cul-de-sac, and they all get along, and they're all friends. I think they actually went on Amazon and they got one of those jumbo screens,
stand-up
or whatever.
screens. I mean, you can just get like a sheet.
Yeah,
if
that's
it's
what
not-
some people
any
do.
flat, light surface.
Something you're saying Sound of Music and this Edelweiss is coming to mind. Some of the songs.
I like the one when they all go to bed.
16 going on.
Adieu, adieu to you and you and you.
Good night.
Love that. Love it. The harmonies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right. If I missed any movies, I apologize. But those were some solid movies that you all mentioned.
You got some great ideas there.
Fantastic.
I'll have to post that later today.
Yes.
Some football news. The Patriots announced that Julian Edelman will be honored as part of a special ceremony during Saturday's home game with the Saints. So that'll be cool. Of course, you won't see it on the networks, but local TV, Boston TV, will have clips of it. The streaming revolution will kick it up a notch in 2022 when Amazon assumes responsibility for Thursday Night Football. It's only going to be on Amazon. Andrew Marchand, who writes for the New York Post, says Amazon is 90% likely to hire Al Michaels to do the play-by-play. Marchand points out it's not a done deal, but no one that he spoke to expressed any pessimism about the possibility. Al is under contract with NBC through Super Bowl. Is it 56? I suck at Roman numerals. LVI?
Yes.
If he moves to Amazon, Mike Tirico would become the number one play-by-play voice at NBC. Al Michaels would still do excess NBC playoff games, and he could double with some other games, or it could dabble, it says. And the mere effort shows how seriously Amazon is about making their weekly streaming-only option a major destination.
Now, it's got to be Al Michaels deciding whether or not he wants to do it. I mean, who else would Amazon want to get? I mean, is my thing. That's got to be the only reason it's 90%.
Yeah.
Because on Al Michaels' side, because you're not going to find anybody better.
I don't think so.
Unless you start poaching people from
unless you're going to woo
different
Jim
networks,
Nantz away, but I understand he just got a good deal. So.
One thing I'm thinking of, though, because it's big that it's on Amazon, but like does everyone have Amazon Prime? Let me know in the chat. Is there anyone that doesn't have Amazon Prime? I just feel like it's a thing now. Like, in order to be a human, you're born. You have to sign a paper that says I'm going to buy Amazon Prime.
Maybe.
I'm not saying it's okay.
Maybe.
I'm not saying Jeff Bezos is a good dude because honestly, he's kind of a scumbag. But
is he really?
A little bit. Yeah,
a little bit.
I mean, all those billionaires. Name a good billionaire.
True.
All right.
You probably don't get there by being a nice guy.
No, you got to cross people, right? In order to get $1 billion.
Talked about Barstool Sports before, a story I read yesterday on Barstool. Monday night after the football game, we found out that while scoring one of his 4 touchdowns against the Lions, Aaron Jones, the Packers running back, lost a chain in the end zone that contained his late father's ashes. This was Jones' first home game without having his dad in the stands to cheer him on. Jones said after the game that if he was going to lose it somewhere, his dad would have wanted it to be in the end zone.
That's a good point.
Happy to say that it was found overnight. A trainer actually found it at like 2 in the morning.
Wow.
So, Kat, there's
Shout
something
out.
for you
Yes,
to aspire
Kat,
to.
keep your eyes out for necklaces, Kat.
Now, the question is, should he wear it again? I mean, it's an important necklace. Why are you wearing it in a football? But
okay, go ahead.
He did score 4 touchdowns.
He
so
did.
Is it his lucky charm?
Did he score 4 touchdowns after he lost it?
I don't think so.
But my thing is, it's an important necklace, so my gut reaction was like, bro, why are you wearing it on a football field? But if it breaks or something, that is kind of the ultimate place to spread ashes.
This is
true. That would also be really meaningful. I do think that all the time. The expensive chains that they wear.
Yeah.
If you want to wear a chain, by all means, but some of these chains got to be like $50,000 that they're wearing on their neck.
And baseball players too.
Field.
Baseball players too.
See, baseball, I don't hate it as much because baseball isn't a lot of contact. There's not a lot of ripping, stuff like that. But football, you're a running back. Everyone's trying to kill you.
Reaching for you.
Yeah, like, I don't know. See, me, if I wanted to wear a chain on the football field, I would get like a rinky-dink $5 chain that I wear on the football field, and then I would wear the real chain afterwards.
After the game.
Not really a big chain guy.
No,
Like
you're not.
massive. You're not going to see me with a massive chain. I kind of want a necklace, though. I feel like I could rock a necklace.
You could rock a necklace? Yeah.
I don't know what to get, though.
You don't want one of those big chains with like
No.
a dollar sign on it?
Mm-mm.
No?
Could you imagine me sitting here with a giant dollar sign?
It would keep bumping into the desk with
Just
the microphone.
How out of place would that look? See,
pretty
my
much.
my indecisiveness, though, has kept me from getting a necklace again. I was like
You
looking at...
You can't even buy a wallet.
I can't.
You know?
I'm going to end up with nothing. I'm going to be sitting here with, like, just underwear on. And people are going to be like, Matt, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I couldn't decide on what clothes to get.
And I'm going to say, do you have change for a $5? And you're going to just pull out all these bills because you have nothing to put them in?
I'm going to have a rubber band around my cash. That's it. That's it. Probably not. It would take me a while to choose a rubber band.
I told you earlier that we had a fall foliage update for you. When will the leaves start changing in New England? Well, according to Yankee Magazine's fall foliage map, parts of Maine and northern Vermont near the Canadian border have already begun to see a change in color, while the rest of the region is still in the early phases. Is your neighborhood like ours? There's always one or two trees that turn early. For us, there's one up by the wood school.
I think
And
they're just
any-
trying to be better than everybody else.
Those trees?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a race. Yeah, they're just trying to show off.
By the week of September 27th, these northern regions, now including northern New Hampshire, will begin to hit peak foliage, while colors start to change moderately, moving south in the region. At this point, the September 27th, the Cape Cod area and us in Massachusetts will still be in the early phases. Just days later, as October begins, peak color will begin to move south through Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, reaching parts of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut by the week of October 11th, which is around Columbus Day, I think. This year is expected to see delayed peaks, so these southern states, we could be seeing blazing colors well through October and into early November. That would be cool. Of course, the only thing is if some big storm comes through,
Oh, it could screw everything up.
they all get blown off.
Oh, yeah.
You know, then there's nothing to see. I mentioned DoorDash with alcohol. DoorDash will now deliver alcoholic drinks to customers. The company will offer delivery services for wines, beers, and spirits across 20 states in the U.S. Now, those states, I don't have all 20 for you here, but they include California, New York, Texas, Ohio, Illinois, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Virginia, and Florida. DoorDash said it has built a catalog of over 30,000 different kinds of alcohol available for purchase.
It's a lot of alcohol.
Now, you mentioned yesterday that you thought this might help with drunk driving.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because my thought was, well, if you have someone that's already drinking and they run out, and, you know, I don't know. I mean, if they're an alcoholic or something, they might be like, I need it. So they go
Right.
drive and they pick it up and...
Something happens.
Yeah. So now, I mean, they could just from their couch, I need 6 bottles of whiskey.
6 bottles.
I will say, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the delivery drivers, because that might be a little... I don't know, you're delivering alcohol. If they're already drinking at the house, they could be drunk. That might be a hassle.
That's true.
So I hope there's no difficulties.
And I'm sure they'll have a plan for this, but when I read this yesterday, I thought, what's to stop some teenager from saying, "Oh, my dad ordered it, but I'll take it and give it to him"?
I know, like...
You know, there must be something. You must have to be over 21 to accept it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Don't
a lot
you
of
think?
DoorDash stuff is like leave it on the porch or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a good point. I don't really know how you...
Now, when you order DoorDash, do you actually speak to someone, or is it usually an app? When you order food and use
Are
DoorDash,
you serious?
your brother always did it down in Virginia. I've never done it.
You think you call someone? You just send an email with what you'd like.
You write a
send it.
letter?
Handwritten
in
letter.
handwritten letter?
Yeah, you place the order a couple days. You have to plan in advance.
So it's all on an
It's
app.
an app, yeah.
All right. So again,
If all goes well, you talk to nobody.
okay.
Yeah.
So again, how do I know it's not a 15-year-old kid doing it?
No, it's true. I don't know. I don't really know how they're going to
Yeah.
keep from doing it. I mean, you probably have to make an account and prove that you're... How do you prove it, though? I mean, it's not like you're going to take a picture of your license.
I don't know. I'll
That's
have to
weird.
see if I'm sure I'm not the only one.
No,
thinking
they've
of this.
definitely had to think of this,
Yeah.
but I don't really know what solution you have.
I mentioned there could be another shortage, this time flowers.
Aw.
There is a flower shortage in the country. The big issue is farms and suppliers are having a hard time getting employees due to the ongoing pandemic. Again, nobody wants to work. Another issue is a lot of the farms are raising marijuana now instead of flowers because it's more profitable.
I
Right?
mean, hey,
Can't blame them for that.
just get someone a bouquet of weed.
Get their bouquet. And a couple of people in the news stories, and then we'll go to the chats one more time. Always one of my favorite features, people in the news. A Seattle man was hurt when a large firework went off inside his friend's apartment. Paramedics were called to the apartment building just before midnight. The man and his friend had left a firework on the counter too close to the hot stove. When they realized the fuse had been lit, they tried covering it with towels to prevent it from exploding. Wouldn't you try to put it out? Well, anyway, the victim was holding a towel on the firework when it exploded. His hand was pretty seriously injured. Police said the victim wanted to leave before police arrived, but medics convinced him to go to a local hospital to be treated. According to a neighbor, the man and his friend had been using drugs all night.
There it is.
There were no other fireworks and no significant property damage. No arrests were made.
What? Why are they on the counter? What kind of flames are you shooting out of your
Yeah.
stove?
Yeah, true.
Part of me thinks that
True.
it wasn't just on the counter. I mean, they were trying to light. They were on drugs.
They were on drugs
They were
there.
lighting the
Hey,
firework.
dude.
Right? I'm just thinking of like, the fuse needs to be in the flame of the stove.
Yeah, it's not
So,
going to
I
be like
mean,
6 inches away and the heat will ignite it, will it?
They ignited it, right? Like
I would think
they
so.
lit it and then knew it was a bad idea. Now, I don't know, safety protocols. My gut reaction was, what if you cut the fuse? Like, I feel like that should be your first go-to.
That's a great
Cut-
idea.
Cut the fuse, and it can't get to the firework.
I was
Anybody?
thinking
Any
put it out.
professionals?
You know,
Don't
throw
take my
water on it,
advice, but any professionals, does that work? I mean, putting it out, but like, what if it doesn't go out?
Yeah, but cutting it.
But then
Great
again, I
idea.
mean, do you have scissors? Well,
I've never seen the coyote cut the fuse on Roadrunner cartoons, but that's a great idea.
what a dumbass.
Yeah.
Obviously, just cut the fuse.
Hey, and one final story that we had fun talking about yesterday. In fact, Catherine, the athletic trainer, was here over the house when I found this story. Keith Dalton and his crew of football referees say they were recently officiating a high school game, after which they found themselves locked inside a locker room. Dalton, who's a high school referee in Ohio, believes that they were locked in over a controversial call they made earlier in September in a game between Grove City High School and Central Crossing High School. After the call was made, he said an assistant coach for Grove City came onto the field and was flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct, because you can't do that. After the game ended, Dalton said he and his crew were inside the locker room being evaluated on their performance when the door was barricaded from the outside with a vending machine. He said we had to push the door, 3 of us, to at least get the door wedged so we could get out. We, as a group, have now filed charges against Grove City High School. In response to the allegations, the school district sent a statement saying, in part, conduct of this nature has no place in our school community. Police are investigating. Dalton did say both Grove City's high school principal and head coach have issued an apology. He also said the assistant coach who berated them was suspended for a game. But he wants to see more done, especially when it comes to the safety of his crew.
Can you imagine being that mad at a call that you're like, Let's lock them in the locker room
When I read this story,
so they can think about what they did.
when I read this story the first time, I thought, oh, they locked them in. They must have, put a padlock on it, or maybe they put it. No, they moved a vending machine to go in front of the door.
A padlock would have been worse.
Yeah, I suppose.
But
I've been mad at umpires in baseball games, but I mean, when it's over, you go home, And I never approached a guy in a parking lot or anything.
No,
like
I
that.
just want to know, like, who was it? Like, is it just like a scumbag kid? That, like, who? Because I would hope that an adult would not think, "Wow, I'm mad at this dude. I'm going to lock them in a locker room." Like, that's some messed up stuff right there.
That's one of those assistant coaches who never grew up, huh? Never left the high school mode.
Yes, but like to put a vending machine, jeez,
Wow.
that's messed up.
Do we have any chats before we wrap up?
Let's see. Dana's
Been a fun day. Thanks for the movie quotes.
Dana said I'm going to get Matt a huge Mercedes-Benz necklace for the show. Yes. Yes. Just imagine how out of place that would be if I'm just sitting here with a giant chain. Like, just anywhere. Just imagine me with a chain. Like, a ginormous chain.
Do you think he could pull it off?
No.
I think he could pull it off.
You're joking. No. Absolutely not. Let's see. Diane says, different types of trees change at different times, and the trees on the sides of the highway turn earlier because of the stress on their roots.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Never knew that.
Dana says, we go to Danforth, Maine, near Mount Katahdin?
Katahdin.
There it is.
Katahdin.
During Columbus Day, and the colors in the valley are great. I'm convinced you guys make up these names to make me look like a fool.
No, there is a Katahdin.
Let's see. Dana
But
said,
yeah, it's usually Columbus Day weekend, right?
yeah. Dana said the ump in last night's Red Sox game was dancing when he called strike 3. Was he really? I didn't see that.
I'll have to go back and look.
I wonder, I've never seen that before. Umpires just never really look excited.
Not in the major leagues.
No, I wonder if it's part of their training.
Yeah.
Like, don't you dare have fun.
Have you seen that TikTok with a little kid who he's got the whole umpire outfit, mask, hat, shirt, pants, and he sits behind home plate and he mimics the umpire and does the whole. I mean, and I don't know, he's maybe 6, 7, 8.
Well, hopefully he chases his dream of being an umpire.
That's his dream job.
Umpires are tough, though, because if you get a call right, nobody cares. If you get a call wrong, you get rashed on. You never, make a good call and people praise you. That's not how umpiring works. If you do your job right, nobody praises you. Nobody says anything. If you do your job wrong, people rash on you.
Sometimes the commentators will say, good call by the ump.
Yeah, but the ump can't hear that.
But that's about it. Yeah, you're right.
So, and being an umpire must be a tough job. I was an umpire in B League, and I hated it.
You did.
Well,
and
it's such a brutal place.
And we were saying, man, it's easy money, and baseball. But it was, dealing with the coaches?
Yeah, and also, I mean, B League sucks, because, no offense, but, it's not like... Maybe B League's different nowadays than when I umpired. But it just wasn't really competitive. So
9-year-olds?
I don't even know.
It was a walk fest, right?
Yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't really. Plus, they don't throw that fast, or at least a lot of them don't. So it's like they're lobbing it in there. So I mean, it's tough calling a strike when the ball comes in a rainbow, and then everyone just gets mad at you. And like I said, no one gets. No one's happy with you. Everyone just, if you do something wrong, they rash on your life, and you have to remind them that it's B League. And it does not matter.
People forget that.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of umpiring. But yeah, I was the first one to get mad at umpires, but I didn't like being the umpire. Because people get mad at you.
They do.
Yeah. And that's it.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you have not subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, please do. And we ask, if you like what you see, then click on the thumbs up and like and share and all that. And on the podcast, thank you for listening to. We are available in podcast form, so if you are driving somewhere, if you don't want to listen to driving music, right, top driving songs, you can always listen to us. We leave you with this thought for the day today, and our thought is, there is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Get up off your butt.
Wow.
Do something, all right? No matter what, we hope you go out and make it a great day.
Peace.